We are doing the motherfucking census. You all have demanded it. It's happening. The HasanAbi census with data from June 2020 to July 2023. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, the HasanAbi census occurs usually once a year, sometimes twice a year, but usually once a year around the time of August. Okay. This is where we figure out how are you going to sell my data? I don't even do ads. So how the fuck would I, except for the top of the hour ad break, which does not matter because I have no control over who I'm fucking, who's advertising on my platform. I don't even fucking do like actual advertising. We do this for the community and it's by the community. Okay? You're stumbling through this answer? Yeah, I burped. Also, here's the 3-minute ad break now. My Bourbon Gamer, thank you for the 521 gifted subs, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. All right. Maybe some of you guys will be doing your first census. Maybe some of you have been around for like 3 of them. Maybe this is your second census. We are going to be doing the poll on the Twitch pop out, of course. This is unfortunately because the straw poll like website that we used to use early on does not fucking work because we brick it every time. We overload their servers. So we have to do it through the Twitch process, which unfortunately limits our results to 5 answers. Okay. Up first on the annual census, we have age. Okay. Age. Now I'm going to put the poll results on here and I'm going to open it up to the polls. We're going to do 60 seconds to answer. Okay. But here it is. Question number 1 is age. Under 18 is the first category. 18 to 21 is the second category. 22 to 25 is the third category. 26 to 29 is the third category, and the 30 plus is the last category. Make it 3 minutes. I'm going to make it 2 minutes. It's too long to make it only to make it 3 minutes. I'm going to do 2 minutes. Now, of course, when we first did the census in June 2020, the 30 plus category was tiny. Okay. The under 18 category was at 15%. And over the course of many, many years, this number has diminished. When we first started it, June 2020, under 18 was 15.6%. Here, I'm going to start the poll now. Go ahead, put your answers in there. You can vote inside of Twitch. I don't even know if I could like pop out the poll, unfortunately. Okay. But holy fuck, the 30 plus category started off like crazy. Now, many of you have gotten older. Okay. Many of you have gotten older. Also, 30 plus is a very big category. It means 30 to whatever the fuck. And it seems like this community has gotten so much older over the course of many, many years. Now, this could potentially be a reason. One reason could be because if you're on mobile, you can't vote on the polls and shit like that. And 30 plus is so broad that we might have to break it up eventually for the next census because everyone is getting older. That's how age works. We went from 30 plus at 18.98% to the last census, 30 plus factoring 37.6%. Okay. I mean, next year is going to be only 30 plus at this point. Under 18 went from 15.6% in June 2020 to 3.4% in July 2023. 18 to 21 went from 19.49% to 13.97%. 22 to 25 in June 2020 was almost 30% of the census voters, and it went down to 22.41%. 26 to 29 age demographic went from 18% to 23%. So that also increased, obviously. So like the upper limit is getting larger and larger. Here, I'll play some music in the background while we do this. Okay. as it stands, and you're voting, I hope. Currently, the poll is over. Age 30 plus is at 44%. So we went from 30 plus being 37% to 44%. Many of you gotten older. 26 to 29 is at 22%. It used to be at 23%. 22 to 25 went from 22.41% to 21%. 18 to 21 went from 13.97, almost 14%, to 11%. And the under 18 category is now at 2%. It went from 3% to 2%. Okay? It is officially Unk Central in this bitch. So for people who constantly say Hasan's entire audience is like little babies, only 10K voted out of 30K. What's up with that? What do you mean? That's even more voter participation in the in this poll than the last one, pretty much. Usually the way we do the census is yeah, not everybody votes. Most people don't vote. All right. I hope someone tracked that because I certainly did not. While this community is still much younger in comparison to other communities that engage with politics, of course, the community keeps getting older and older and older. Okay, Little Bear took note. Okay, thank you, Little Bear. All right, moving on. We are now going to do the gender one. Okay? We're doing gender. Does it stress you out to see the changes in your audience? Like, you ever feel like you're falling off? Why would I feel like I'm falling off? My average viewer count is literally identical to what it was, if not higher, right now than it was this time around. Falling off at 35K is a ridiculous fucking question to ask. No, my community is getting older, understandably, as many people have stayed. The only difference here is that I'm not picking up a new slate of younger people because they're all too busy fucking watching TikTok or, you know, believing in Andrew Tate and listening to Aiden Ross. That's the unfortunate consequence of how this shit works, okay? Let's continue. I started watching you when I was 23. I'm 26 now. There you go. Let's continue. Let's get to gender. This is a tricky one, as always. Polling at gender. Let me open up the polls real quick. I'll do 3 minutes, actually. 2 minutes is too short. I realize you guys were right. We'll do 3 minutes this time for the poll. Okay. For gender, we have male, female, non-binary, and other. Okay. Polls start now. Non-binary. Okay. The male percentage of this community has actually gone down. Okay. In June 2020, the male percentage was 83%, whereas the female percentage was 11.51. Last cycle, last census, July 2023, the male number had went down to 69.6%, and the female number had gone up to 22.69%. As it stands currently, and the non-binary number went from 3.61% to 6.8%. Now, part of that, and I'm not even joking when I say this, I think it unironically is a consequence of some assigned male at birth chatters literally becoming coming to the recognition that they are trans women. I'm not even joking when I say this. I think that that probably has played a role in this. However, polling results are up. And it seems to me like male is at 67%, females at 24%, and non-binary is at 8%, with other at 1%. The female audience percentage is growing. Have you personally observed any changes in discussions with chat that you think could correlate to the shift in the census? I think all of this makes sense. Young men definitely have a more right-wing attitude now. Okay. You've also gotten hotter. Maybe. I was a cis male when I started watching in 2018. Now I'm a trans woman, Lamau. There you go. 2020 to 2021 was your largest shift? Election. The fan cams on TikTok are working, folks. All right. Seems to me like we have the percentages right here. Male is at 67% with 9,000 votes. Female is at 24% with 3,000 votes. Non-binary at 8% and other at 1%. There you go. The community census numbers are in. He's transing our 30-year-old children. Yeah. The number of men in this community is going down at an alarming rate, from 83% to now 67%. The number of women in this community have gone up from 11.51% to now 24%, the highest percentage we have logged in this community. I welcome this change. Okay? I welcome this fucking change. And with the number of non-binary people going from 3.61 to a whopping 8%. We still got enough men for stuff like this. We still got enough men for stuff like this happening in Hoscourt. I just learned about the clit like last year. Y'all can't keep dropping more pussy lore. Jesus Christ. All right, up next is political ideology. Okay, political ideology, folks. Oh, I can open it as a new poll right here. I didn't even realize. Okay, new poll. Political ideology. We have socialist. We have sock them. Social democrat. We have apolitical. We have liberal and conservative. Okay, 3 minutes. The poll is starting. Political ideology as a poll right here. Now, over the years, the number of conservatives have diminished from in 2020 at 5.24% to the last time around with 1.08% conservatives. The number of liberals have also gone from 7.69% to 2%. The number of social democrats have gone from 37.5% to 18%. And the number of socialists went from 51.5% to 75%. Okay. Socialist is all encompassing. It just means anti-capitalist. Okay. Anti-capitalists of all different varieties, shapes, sizes, colors. Now, I haven't seen the result yet, but it seems like socialist is now at 77% as opposed to the 75%, with Soc Dem Social Democrats at 18%, which used to be at 18% still, apolitical at 2%, liberal at 1%, conservative at 1%. Do you think conservatives are leaving or converting? No, 100%. It is. It's most likely, especially the jump from Soc Dem to socialist, is a matter of conversion. I would say with liberals is a matter of conversion. With apolitical is a matter of conversion. Maybe even with conservatives. So you frequently get one guy by 2% of the chat? Yes. I do. The raw number of Soc Dem isn't really going down, though. I should have done this. I should have done this fucking poll immediately after Kamala Harris to see what the real response was, okay? So the percentage of socialists have gone up. It's kind of funny to think that we're probably polling haters. Yeah. Shout out to Brilliant Drink for the graphs, by the way. Yes, thank you, Brilliant Drink. All right, it seems like the results are in. I 100% think some libs left because of Palestine and eating the propaganda from Zionists. Maybe. Lol, at least you're being honest with yourself about it. No evasion at all. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. 77% is socialist, 18% is social democrat, 2% is apolitical, 2% is liberal, and 1% is conservative. There you have it, folks. There it is. All right. Moving on to ethnicity. I love doing these, dude. I love doing the census. I was a little afraid of doing the census, but now that I'm doing it, it's like so much fun. Getting to learn the community a little bit better and seeing like, it's like a fun surprise for me to see like what has changed, okay? We have Caucasian, Hispanic / Latiner. We have Asian Pacific Islander. We have Black and mixed / other. Okay? This one is always confusing for a lot of people. Pick what feels like what you identify with the most. I have thought about putting in MENA instead of other. And if you're Afro-Latino, then, you know, whichever one you see fit. Like, if you're Afro-Latino, it's probably better to put Black. It's more so about like what you are. I don't want to say that. Like, I actually don't know. If you identify as Black, then you put Black. I haven't done it yet. Hold on. I'm thinking like, should we actually take the mixed other out and then put fucking MENA? It's because I'm limited to. It's because I'm limited. This is how the census used to be. Play it after this vote. Yeah, chat would complain all the time about the census. Nah, keep it consistent. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's do it. Consistent. For consistency's sake, we'll keep other / mixed in there. Yeah, the US Census mixes Caucasian with MENA, but like, Like, I put Caucasian on here. No, we can't do a straw poll, chat. It breaks. I wish we could do more in the poll, but we can't, like, literally fucking... As a Palestinian, I'm gonna put Caucasian. I mean, that's how it is in America. Apolitical rise, only here to spam dumb shit in front of 40K daily. No stake in this, but I like you, so I'll vote leftist or whatever. All right, let's do it. I'm starting to poll. Fuck it. We're doing mixed other, okay? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and the 8% that is MBs. You could do 2 polls with more options. Nah. Almost removing mixed after Trump said Kamala's a fake black woman. Bold move. We need a Wasian category. Where the fuck is American? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we started off with 43% Caucasian in June 2020, with 13.4% Hispanic Latiner, with 9% Asian Pacific Islander, 7% Black, and 25% mixed other. We arrived last time around at 57.9% Caucasian. The community is becoming whiter and whiter, with 17.8% Hispanic Latiner. That number grew. The Asian Pacific Islander number dropped, and the Black chatter community has stayed resilient and strong in spite of everything else at 7%, with mixed other at 8%. This is one of the few polls that actually shows a change in the demographics of this community, as in like people leaving, people coming in, versus you know, aging out of certain groups. To be fair, we started off at like 5K voters. Now it's up to 10 to 12K. Yeah. Caucasian is at 58%. Remember, it also features like nobody wanted to admit they were white in 2020. That could be the reason. Caucasian numbers have jumped up to 58%. Black chatter is still at 8%, resilient, staying strong. Hispanic Latino chatters at 17% in comparison to 17.8%, and Asian Pacific Islanders at 8% in comparison to 8.6%. So this community has once again gotten whiter. You going to DreamCon should have bumped this up to 10%. Bro dropped the C word with a hard R and his white audience grew. Once again, defeating the anti-white racist allegations handily with 58% of the chat Caucasian, 17% Hispanic Latiner, 8% mixed other, 8% Asian Pacific Islander, and 8% Black. That's actually kind of crazy. It's just, so the Black audience grew a little bit, whereas the Asian Pacific Islander audience remained just about the same, and the Hispanic Latino audience got smaller by like a small margin, with the mixed other community staying the same. Every year we grow older and whiter. We are really struggling to build a Black movement in the chat. We need a strategist or something. The few of us can only do so much. Now, if you want to watch a video about how this went down like the last couple of times, here it is. We haven't done it in a while. Let's figure out what this community looks like now. The HasanAbi census is upon us, folks. A community full of young white people is now turned into a community of old white people. We're correcting. Italian is not a race. Stop asking me if Italian is a race. If you are Catholic, you are Christian. The do you mean, dude? Are you still practicing Islam? When have I ever practiced Islam? When? Chatters be like, I'm actually the one chatter from Antarctica with the men are being attacked on the HasanAbi broadcast. You should separate atheist from agnostic. Vegans up by 1%. That's unacceptable. Man, if you're a communist, just shut the fuck up and vote socialist, okay? God, like, what about Maoist third world is like, but if you're still in high school, then you write high school. Why would you write anything else? Shut the fuck up, New Zealanders. You know exactly what the fuck I'm saying when I say Australia. Shut the fuck up and vote Australia if you're from New Zealand. No one cares that you're on an educational journey trying to learn more about the world. Shut the up, students. I'm a student. I'm learning. That's what you sound like. Student is the same as unemployed. Why am I even catering to like insecure students, dude? Start it. Just pull, man. Here. That was in 2022. Not much has changed. Actually, I think I've gotten noticeably more chill. Honestly. Okay, up next is religion. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's religion time. I've gotten so much more chill on this shit. Y'all are still trying to trigger me, and I'm just fucking not even biting it at all. Not even a little bit. Let's see. Another fucking overwhelming religion poll. Okay, here it is. No, it's because we help you organize it better. That's true, that too. With age comes a wiser audience, okay? All right, we have atheist / agnostic. Then we have Christian. Then we have Islam, Judaism, and other. If you are a secular Jew, you say Judaism. You don't say atheist or agnostic. Don't be fucking annoying, okay? Here it is. In June 2020, we had 73% atheist agnostic. That number grew to 78%. Okay. Christians went from 11.58 to 10.54. Islam went from 674 to 2.54. God damn. Number one Islamophobia. Number one community for Islamophobia, folks. Time to count the Jews again? Yes. The percentage of Jews went from 0.98 to 1.5, and other went from 7.4 to 7.1. Can you try to make predictions before getting the results? I can't. And here it is. It seems like the number of atheists is 76%. Oh shit. Number of Christian at 11% went from 14 or 10 to 11, 10.5, staying the same. Islam went from 2.54 to 4%. Judaism is at 2%. Judaism picked up from 1.5 to 2%, and other is at 6%, which it used to be at 7%. 2021 to 2022 looking like Europe in the 40s. You are doing it earlier this time? Vote results look like those modern Czechoslovakia today. These numbers are bullshit. We all took the Shahada. True. I hate this. I'm in all the biggest categories. I'm the ultimate chat normie. I mean, that's... Yeah, if you're a socialist, atheist, agnostic, white guy in his, like, 30s, then yes, you are in, like... That is mostly the... You know, that is what it is. What about the people not watching right now? Buy his poll. I mean, that's how it works. This is how the census works. If you're not in here, you're not going to be represented. It is what it is. Okay? There it is. Atheist agnostic at 76%. Went down by 2 points. Christian state at 11 points. Or at 11%. Other at 7%. Which was at 7.1. Islam and Judaism are picking up again, going from 1.5 and 2.5 to 2 and 4. The poll results here are inaccurate, as evidenced by the fact that I've made you all say the Shahada. Okay. So whether or not you like it, you're all Muslim. Okay. You have a surprisingly large number of ex-Mormons in the community. That makes sense. All right. Up next is sexuality. Okay. Sexuality starts with straight, bi/pan, gay/lesbian, asexual, and questioning/other. Once again, I'm doing by invisibility on purpose, okay? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. View results. What has happened in this community is we went from 7% questioning to 4% questioning. 2.3% asexual to 4%. 417 asexual, which has remained resilient. Gay and lesbian went from 6.3 to 5.8. Bi and pan grew big time from 1879 to 2581. And straights went down because we are doing a straight aside. That's right. Straights from June 2020 going from 65% to 60%. Now it is at 55%. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bi-pan 25.81. Now it is at 29%. Gay lesbian 5.8 is at 8%. Asexual has gone up from 4% to 5%, and questioning other at 4%, which was already at 4%. I am queering not the youth, but directly the adults at this point, okay? We are queering the adult population of this country and turning them white, it seems, making them more white than before. Holy shit. Okay. Straight is at 56%, bi-pan at 28%, gay lesbian at 8%, asexual standing strong at 5%, questioning other at 4%. I'm arrow. I voted other. That's such an arrow move. I should have just said A/arrow. That is a very arrow move. Buy and pan are different. I know. I don't care. You think I care, but I don't. Straight is at 56%. Down from 60%. Buy pan up from 25% to 28%. Gay and lesbian up from 5.8% to 8%. Asexual up from 4% to 5%. This community has been homofied successfully. My goals of queering the adult population is occurring. Height. Now the categories changed for 2023, so we're going to be using those categories. Madge. Originally it was 6'4 plus, 6 to 6'3, 5'6 to 5'11, 5'1 to 5'5, and under 5 foot. We changed that to under 5 foot. Here. Let me put this in here. Height. I'm going to do it off this last one. Under 5 foot. To 5'1 to 5'5. To 5'6 to 5'8. (5'9 to 5'11). (5'9 to 5'11). And then last but not least, 6 foot plus. All right. Do we follow your rule? No, don't lie. Just say what you actually are, man. What the fuck? Centimeters, not burger meter. I'm gonna go pee while this runs. Okay, let's see if y'all grew. Under 5 foot is 1.73, now up to 2%. 5'1 to 5'5 went from 14% to 17.6%. 5'6" to 5'11" went from 52 to, like, obviously we broke it down. And it seems like from 1.7, y'all got shorter. 5'1" to 5'5", 18%. 5'6" to 5'8", 24%. 5'9" to 23 to 24%. 5'9" to 5'11" went from 29 to 29. What the fuck? 6 foot 27. Bro, this is identical. Wait, what? What the fuck is going on? Bruh, this is identical. Bro, we're adults anymore. We don't grow anymore, dumbass. Okay, but the demographics changed. So did you have a race change? Like, what are you talking about, chat? Did you have a fucking race change? No, I would have expected at least like the... That is crazy that like the racial makeup of the chat has changed. But like, this is like damn near identical. It's crazy. Yeah, we have new chatters, but with the same height distribution. Next question is trans chatters. Okay. Which is cis versus trans. Let's start the poll. Wait. Oh, you can't say trans on the content does not meet guidelines. Gaia. No. Oh. Oh. CVT? Oh yeah, that's what we did. C versus T. That's what we did last time, I think. Here it is. Cisgender versus transgender. What about MBs? MBs would be trans. What the fuck do you mean? What about MBs? How am I every year when this conversation happens, every time a new non-binary person finds out that like being non-binary also puts you in the trans category. Every fucking year, dude. Transgender is an umbrella term, ladies and gentlemen. The number of trans people from August 2022 to July 2023, when we added this category, pretty much stayed fairly consistent, 12% to 87%. And except this year, we have transed the millennials a little bit further. It seems at 85% to 15%. So the number of trans chatters have risen up, which is surprising because, as everybody knows, I am very transphobic because of all of my commentary on Hogwarts Legacy. What if we're cis, but we're Elon Musk? And you think is a slur? Good one, Megaphonics. Gave me after this, right? Yes. Yeah, it seems like it's 85 to 15%. The sissy hypno that I've been doing for the past 2 years is finally working. Sissy hypno. Okay. That seems to be you know, the breakdown. Each year you add a new category, so think of one. No, I think we have enough categories. It's too long. No. Okay, gaming frogs versus not. Nick Merckx unironically said you're responsible for the rise of trans agenda. Well, he was right. Next year for the racial categories, please add updated terms like DEI instead of black, please. We will not be adding size of penis. Like, I think y'all are lying anyway. Okay. There it is. 14% trans to 86% cis. The trans population has grown. Up next is location. This is another one that is really fucking annoying with people. Americas, Australia, Europe, Asia, Africa. 3-minute duration. You know the rules. You know the goals. Stop saying, what about New Zealand? What if we're tuning in from the ISS? All right, Americas means South America and North America. Which is usually around 81% to 82%. Australia 2.6 to 1.8. Europe 10.7 to 14.27 in 2023. Asia 2.75 to 1.75. There's a drop off there. Africa went from 1.08 to 0.58. Fuck you, South America is different than North America. Yeah, well, for the interests and purposes of this poll, it's going to stay that way. The breakdown seems pretty similar. African chatters have risen up to 1%. Asian chatters at 2% risen up. Europe is at 15% as opposed to 14%. Australian chatters still at 2%. And American chatters at 81%. This distribution makes sense given the timing of the poll. Yes, Australia includes New Zealand. Yeah, it's identical almost. Okay, that hasn't changed either, which is crazy. There it is. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Moving on to salary. Once again, we're about to find out if you broke boys have stayed broke or if you've actually started making more money, if you got your money up instead of your funny up. First is none/unemployed. Second bracket is 1 to 20K. Third bracket is 20 to 30K or 20 to 50K. Fourth bracket is 50K to 100K. And the last bracket is 100K plus. A lot of this actually makes sense considering that the 100K plus bracket is grown and the 50 to 100K bracket has grown and the 20K has grown a little bit. It makes sense from December 2020 considering that hella people are getting older and therefore making more money. USD or native currency? Why would it be native currency? Why? Like, did you say, oh, well, why would it be native currency, please? Like, how the fuck would that make any sense in terms of a goddamn poll? Is this household? No, it's individual, man. Individual salary. Oh my God. Chat, I know the broad, overwhelming majority of this fucking community is goddamn American in the United States of America, okay? I don't care about your purchasing power in fucking Zimbabwe, okay? There's like 8 chatters from Africa total. There's like 6 chatters total from fucking all of these other places. Shut the fuck up. And let's view the goddamn results. You got to collab with Indeed, brother. None/unemployed grew this year, it seems, to 30% from 28.6%. 1 to 20,000 at 14%. It dropped from 15% to 14. 20 to 50K bracket went from 21 to 21. It stayed the same. 50K to 100K grew from 22.8 to 23. And the 100K bracket went from 11.7% to the highest percentage it has been so far, 13%. Bidenomics is thriving at the HasanAbi broadcast. This also makes sense as to why my subscription count has grown and has stayed resilient over the course of these past couple of years. Qatari Cat, thank you for the 100 gifted subs. All Sakura Gore with the 10 gifted. Better Union with the 10 gifted. These guys are fucking flexing. Bottom bracket is growing? Not really. Dog, in 2020, 47% were unemployed. I mean, obviously it was COVID. Joseph Robinette Brandon has brought forth prosperity that is unimaginable. Okay, the great American agenda. The unemployment numbers went up a little bit, but overall, the 50 to 100K bracket is at 23%. The 20 to 50K bracket is at 21%, stayed the same pretty much. 1 to 20 went from 15 to 14. But the biggest improvement has been on the 100K plus that went from 11.7 to 13%. God damn, people are flexing. They Tuesday, Anonymous Gifter, Exazer8. Okay, everybody calm down. You fucking champagne socialists. Holy shit. Okay, people are going crazy. Moccasin. God damn, dude. God damn, son. Chill. TF Carrot. I can't even read all these fucking names. Not every person making 100K plus has to make themselves be known in the chat. Okay, Punk Nerd, thank you for the 20 gifted. Top chatters showing themselves. Neoplatonic Insane Monster, thank you for the 25. Danny All Art, thank you for the 40. Anonymous Gifter with a 25. Not everyone can live in an average sized house in LA. Nikki Wiki, thank you for the 10 community gift to subs. It's Galindo, thank you for the 10. Bottom G with a 10. Holy shit. The big ballers, dude. All right, we're moving on to the next category. Education. Okay, this is a tricky pizzicky right here. I don't even know why I keep saying that. God damn it. Okay, bro, we get it. Y'all are rich. Holy shit, dude. Calm down. Jesus fucking Christ. Education. High school / GED. Associates / trade. Bachelor of Arts / Bachelor of Science. Masters and PhD, MD, or JD. Let's take a look at what the community's level of education looks like now. Is it highest attained or in progress counts? In progress counts. In progress counts. If you've dropped out of college, obviously your last educational attainment is what matters. What do we put for street smarts? High school GED. Going back to for second bachelor, partially because of you. Thank you for all the info from the last 3 years. Hell yeah. Okay. From 2022 to 2023, the PhD number has remained pretty much the same. Masters went from 8 to 9. BA went from 46 to 44. Associate's trade stayed pretty much the same from 14 to 13. High school GED went from 26.9 to 29.5. Now, high school GED has gone from 29 back down to 27. Associates in trade still at 14%. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences at 45 to 44.5. Not big change there. Masters went from 9 to 10, and the PhD went from 3.4 to 4%. PhD, MD, and JDs went from 3.4 to 4%. Oh my Lord. You didn't have your doctor rant this year, I don't think. Yeah. More people with degrees than without? That's not very surprising. All right. Imagine being a PhD Omega Law. In progress should not count. It does count. Before you do the weeb poll, please play this.
It's me.
Okay, we'll do that after. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, is V card. This is the one that people say, many people say are, you know, this is the liar poll. Actually, just kidding. Don't lie on it. Okay. V card. Segs. Haver. non-sex haver. And before you ask, if you have had sex, you are not a virgin anymore, okay? So please stop asking me this fucking question every goddamn year. Okay? What are you doing with this information? What do you think, bro? What do you think I'm doing with this information? I'm selling it to like corporations, duh. The fuck do you mean? What am I doing with this? It's something that you guys want. I will not be yelled at for poll questions that you guys added onto this. It's just a census, man. It's a better understanding of what this community looks like. What about jump humping? Stop. Yo, you were joking? Okay. Well, some people do get weird about it. So yeah. Sex havers went from 53% to 70% over the course of the past 3 years. Let's see what that goes now. Non-sex havers went from 46% to 29%. Seems like non-sex havers are down to 30. Oh my God. Or no, it's the same. 70-30 split. Almost exactly the same as last year. That's crazy. I touched the titty once. I let you all know. Big homie gay ass. No, sex doesn't have to be this year, man. Are you a virgin or not a virgin? What the fuck? I'm losing my fucking mind. It's literally the most basic thing, dude. Your virginity doesn't fucking reset, dude. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with you? Gay chatter here, does anal count? What do you think? Does in progress count for this too? I mean, if you're literally about to put your pee in a veggie, then sure. Like you're literally right at this moment. Chatter's asking if soaking counts. Yes, of course soaking counts. What the fuck do you mean? That means you put your dick inside of another Mormon's pussy, okay? Just because you didn't thrust doesn't change the reality that like you didn't put your dick inside of a woman, okay? If you're ace and you've never had sex, then you're a virgin. If you're ace but you have had sex in the past, then you're not a virgin. What the fuck? Why is this? I'm tired. I'm tired. You're sapping my strength. You're sapping my strength. Okay? I need it for Wukong. You're sapping my strength. I need it for Wukong. It's 70-30. It's still the same. Jesus fucking Christ. Here's the next category. What kind of... Oh, I'm really getting into anime. Like, I want to start watching anime. Okay? Just because I have a body... Just because I have 2 body pillows does not make me a weeb. It's a meme. I have it as a meme. Okay? I've never, like, you know... One of them is literally myself, so it doesn't count. And then the other one was sent to me as a joke. But...
Merry Christmas, Hassel.
When someone... Just because I've also done Naruto runs as a joke does not make me a weeb either. Okay? It does not make me a weeb. Okay. I'm serious. Just because an anime girl gave me a lap dance in VR chat does not make me a weeb either. What does...
Hassel.
How... This... I wore a kimono to a church on Christmas once. I also brought manga to a hibachi restaurant for my birthday and had the staff sign it. Yeah, see, that's a weeb. There you go. That's a joke, but it's also a weeb. Okay. Here's why I'm not a weeb. Okay, listen. I'm not a weeb, and here's the big difference. Yes, I do have a samurai sword, but that doesn't change anything. That doesn't make me a weeb. And the video of me swinging a katana around does not make me a weeb either. I actually went back and watched JoJo season 6 episode 1 minute 21:12 for the Jolene stripping scene, and it was worth it. That's taken out of context. Okay, things have changed a lot since then. All right, but let's see if things have changed for this community as well since then. Okay, that's neither here nor there. That's stupid. What a stupid thing. New poll. Weeb poll is initiated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Weeb poll. When we first started this in December 2020, no's were at 52% and the yes were at 47%. And I used to unironically clarify myself as a non-weeb. Okay? I used to consider myself a non-weeb. And I think since then, I have obviously come to the recognition that I am openly a weeb. Things have changed for me. I used to not accept my identity, much like many chatters went from questioning to like gay or bi or pan, or chatters who went from male to female or whatever. Okay. A lot of us have come a long way and have come to certain recognitions. And yes, I would probably consider myself a weeb now. Okay. I'm just saying, like, this, we're gonna be fucking really real. Like, that's the point. Bro came out of the weeb closet. That is true. The community went from no being the majority to no being the minority, but you know, it's almost like a direct swap. 47 to 52, which the standards now are, oh my God, majority no. 54% to yes at 46%. Okay. No, if you like Cowboy Bebop and Baki and maybe 3 other animes beyond that, it doesn't make you a weeb, I don't think. Okay. Many weebs don't realize they're weebs, but also at the same time, like, I clicked non-weeb. You just know, you know when you're a fucking weeb. If you spam I in the chat, you're a fucking weeb. Okay, that's just it. I'm not a weeb, dude. I'm literally not a weeb. Okay, I'm not. Yes, I do have a samurai sword, but that doesn't change anything. That doesn't make me a weeb. And the video of me swinging a katana around does not make me a weeb either. Okay. Okay, listen. I'm not a weeb. I'm not a weeb. No! I'm not a weeb! Stop! I'm not a weeb! I'm not! I know things. That doesn't make me a weeb, okay? Just because I have a body pillow, just because I have 2 body pillows does not make me a weeb. It's a meme. I have it as a meme. Okay. I've never, like, you know, one of them is literally myself, so it doesn't count. And then the other one was sent to me as a joke. But just because I've also done Naruto runs as a joke does not make me a weeb either. Okay. The anime figures behind me on my cabinet are literally because you guys sent them to me, and I just wanted to show you what I hate. When I suggested that you got a Berserk figure, you literally got excited at the prospect. Okay, well, Berserk is sick. And it transcends anime, okay? That's crazy. Bro, there are weeb levels. You're like level 7 out of 10, and talking about 10s as the only weebs is ridiculous. What the fuck is a 1? If I'm a 7, what's a 1? A guy that's like accidentally seen anime, like a Studio Ghibli production or something, when they were walking past the fucking movie theater? Like, what do you mean? If I'm a 7... and that guy's a 1? Is that what you're saying? I'm a 1, okay? On the weeb scale, if we're going to admit that, I'm a 1, I think. I've never watched One Piece. Dude, I've had sex, okay? I can't be a weeb. That's it. Your Honor, I rest my case. I've had sex more than once, and I shower. I'm not a weeb. I'm not a fucking weeb, dude. I clicked on not weeb on the poll. Nani? Ora! Oh, and if you meet the Prince Sita, perhaps tell him I was splashing around and Chan. You don't understand. I'm gonna lose it to this. I'm just letting you know. Rule 34 Hinata coming soon. Nope, mom is not here, so we're good. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, like things have changed dramatically. Weed percentages at 55% no, 45% yes. You're like Harlan Crow in that you keep a room full of weed material that you can walk in there to remind yourself how much you hate it. Yeah. This was before your Japan trip, too? No, I have definitely gone up on the weeb scale. Like, that was... Back then, the funniest thing is, like, back then I did legitimately not consider myself to be a weeb, and I thought that, like, weebs were really fucking, like, constantly talking about anime. And I do stand... I do definitely... I will say this much. Back then, I didn't talk about anime as much. Okay, like, dude, I got Doflamingo back here. Do not make me bring up a clip from 2019. I'm just saying, like, I didn't talk about it as much as I do now. And I consider it to be derogatory. I still do, but I considered it back then, and I didn't recognize that I was a weeb. Fuck. All right, moving on. Eating. We got some real eaters in here or what? You are a loser. Calm down. I hadn't even watched One Piece back then. Okay, we have carnists, omnivore. We have vegetarians. We have vegans and pescatarians. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Hell yeah, burger, I eat. Not many of you, but some of you will be eating the 3-minute ad break at the top of the fucking hour right now, as a matter of fact. But after that big-ass Biden blast that we just got from the Bidenomics enjoyers, who have greatly improved their financial situation over the course of the past couple of years, many of you have already been gifted a sub and won't see the ad break. Some of you still will because you're broke boys. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Okay, HasanAbi Census, carnist, omnivores, okay, are at 89.2%, and they have remained resilient at 88%. Vegetarians at 5.1%. This number has not really changed. Vegetarians grew to 6%. Vegans went from 4% to 3%, back up to 4%, and pescatarians at 3%. It seems like that's just not changing. That seems like an unchanging. What? Abi yapma, kapatma, çok sıcak oluyor. Gaia, place. Good girl. Ah. All right. Carnists at 88, vegetarians at 6, vegans at 4%. It's kind of crazy when you think about it because what is this? The greatest return?
Alarming amount of muscle mass? What the fuck? Why? Where is this coming from? I have not lost an alarming amount of muscle mass, okay? What? What is this? Stop saying true. I have not lost. No. No. This is not true. I have not lost. I have not lost muscle mass.
Do I look the same as I did back then? Or am I more jacked now?
I will be the greatest hero one day. I will be the world's greatest hero.
I can't tell. I think I might have maybe more jack, but you're also more tan, so we could just look that way. I mean, it's different lighting right now. There's a lot of sunlight in here. I feel like I'm more jacked. Definitely more defined, at least. Like size-wise, a bit larger, but you got way more definition. Maybe. You can't really tell. The lighting is not great right now. You more husky now? Shut the fuck up. Okay. Carnus at 89%. We won. Vegans, 4%. They're not even annoying anymore. Vegans don't even fucking bring up being vegan in every goddamn situation. You know? It's kind of crazy. They just like kind of gave up. Vegetarians at 5%. That's normal. That's the same. All right, moving on. The last one is neurodiversity. That was the last time we did this was the first time we did this. Okay, this is a first up. We're going to see if there's any changes. Okay. Neurodiversity. Yes. No. All right, here it is. Let's get it started. Benji and Bao Bao not here. Yeah, it's true. What if I'm neuro spicy? Okay, everybody fucking calm down, dude. Austinok's too busy to be annoying. Yeah, that's what I did. I fucking put him to work. I put his bitch ass to work, so he can't chirp at me about being a vegan in the fucking chat. Dude, people are like, does ADHD work? It's like, yeah, of course, dude. It means you're fucking... Yes, dude, ADHD is neurodivergent. Like, what are you talking about? No is at 36%. Yes is at 64%. Yes is at 66%. No is at 34%. That's crazy. It's like pretty close. If neurodiversity is above 50%, that doesn't make it neurotypical. It's a real catch 2022. Yeah, we're in this community. Technically, you're not wrong. What is neurodivergent? Like mental disability? Like fucking autism, OCD, ADHD. Like your brain is neuroatypical, okay? And not neurotypical. Which, of course, makes sense in this community that it's at 65% to 35%. It's looking pretty typical in here. I mean, it's looking typically neurotypical. Makes sense. This community is autistic as fuck. Like, what do you mean? Full-blown autism. Don't care if I'm undiagnosed, still voting jank. Okay, I kind of want to do one last poll. I said I was not going to do more polls, but I do want to know this just for my own personal interest. I'm going to do a gaming watcher and not gaming watcher poll after this, okay? And then after that, we're going to go into gaming. lightning round, basically. 64 to 36%. 64 yeppers, 36% nopers. It's identical to last time. Okay, new poll. I watch all. I watch some. I leave immediately. Okay? That's what we're going to do. That's pretty good, right? Okay. Let's see. This is a new poll. What if I don't watch gaming because you do it so late? I don't want to hear it. That's not usually the... Holy fuck, dude. People are unembarrassed. They just go, I leave immediately. If you're leaving immediately, you have to keep the stream open. Okay? Going forward, if you leave, you got to keep it. You got to keep the volume a little bit low, not mute it because it doesn't register as a view. But you just got to keep the stream open. 20% say I leave immediately. 62% say I watch some. 18% say I watch all. This makes a lot of sense. The smallest percentage of this community watch all gaming. Muted doesn't count as a view? Yeah, it doesn't. Anyway, now we know why gaming Andes always fucking chirp, and then there is no one that fucking sticks around. Okay? How about join within the last year versus old time chatter? Are you surprised by the results? I am surprised by nothing. I am surprised by absolutely nothing I've found out from any of these different poll results so far. I'm not surprised by the fact that we've gotten older as a community, because like that's the only thing that changed, really. It's virtually the same fucking community. It just got older. Obviously, like the gender changed a little bit. But yeah, people got older, people got richer, people got better educational attainment in the process. Problem is we're not getting a steady flow of like younger viewers in general. I mean, I guess we kind of are. I guess you really do know your community. I mean, yeah. The TikTok industrial complex is starting to gain speed. That's true. I wonder if it'll shift the demographic makeup of this community at all, but that's it. Thank you so much to Brilliant Drink and Low Bear. You see you were mentioning this TikTok? Yeah, I did. It's hilarious. Peace out. I'm only here for the census. Please don't ban me. You're getting banned. Sorry. Do these polls match up the demographic metrics you get from Twitch? Twitch doesn't give us any metrics. New data available in the graphs, just refresh. Damn, you put that shit in immediately, huh? Holy fuck. Now we can see it in real time. We can see the change in real time. Percentage of male went down. Percentage of female went up. We're up big. I'm gonna say a quarter of this community is women. 8% is non-binary. Number of socialists has gone up. Caucasian has remained strong, but pretty much the racial breakdown, the racial makeup of the chat is like almost identical. We've had the reverse white genocide in here. I mean, yeah, it just seems like it's the same fucking community overall. With the exception of like maybe gender changing a little bit. Same community, getting older, maybe getting like more women in here. The atheist concentration makes me sad. Like it's pretty crazy that it's like take another age poll, way less people voted. I feel like no, they didn't. Sexuality changed a little bit. Like, dude, the height is identical from last year. Like, look at this shit. Look at these fucking margins. Like, yeah, it's the same ass community. It's just like a little bit gayer and more trans. Does this not make you want to collab more with streamers with different demographics? Hello? What's happening? Oh, someone got bored, huh? Hello? Did we get bored? Is that what happened? That's what we're here? What's going on? She's like, I'm here. Dude, this is identical, dude. Yeah, chapter 2, one tap run. Yeah, we're gonna do that now. We're gonna go into Wukong. Hello. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, little lady? What are you looking at, little lady? Don't even.